Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, and I'm going to be going over my top 3 favorite legit cheats for just under $10. With that being said, if you guys do want to pick up any of the cheats shown in this video, you guys can head over to the link down below. It's going to be recoverykings.net, and you guys can use my discount code Luciano to save yourself 5%. So for example, you guys have Midnight, Meme Sense, Predator, Message Changer, Vanity, and Security. Now, starting off at spot number 1, I honestly am going to choose Midnight. I think that Midnight is probably the best overall legit cheat on the market. I think a lot of people actually use Midnight. And if people ask, you know, what's the best legit cheat, most people say Midnight. And that's probably it's going to be up here. Starting off with their inventory changer, that's why a lot of people get cheats. It has the best inventory changer. It works, it doesn't lag. And it's never glitched out. Some, you know, skin changers glitch out from time to time. Certain weapons you pull out, they might flicker or something. But Midnight works perfect. Their cloud configs are also very nice. You basically send somebody a link, and they have your config. With cheats like Meme Sense, I do like their configuring system, but not as much as Midnight's. Meme Sense, you get like a little code you type in, and that's basically that. But movement options here as well. This is also another main reason why I put Midnight in spot number 1. They have Bunny Hop as well as Strafe Helper and your Edge Jump. And they even have Quick Stop if you're going to do Semi-Rage or Rage, which is also pretty cool. Most of the cheats that are legit do not actually offer Bunny Hop. For example, Meme Sense doesn't offer it. Predator doesn't offer it. I don't know why, but they don't offer it, which is a little bit unfortunate here. I mean, overall, the UI is also very nice. You get your spectator list, bind list here, as well as your bomb. Info window there. I think it all looks pretty clean and professional. They do offer night mode as well, which is pretty cool, and their chams actually look pretty vibrant. Now, I was hoping to aim for about an 8-minute video, so if I have more time in the video that I gotta put, you know, content in for you guys, I will add some more stuff, maybe some more gameplay or footage from my previous videos, but for the sake of this, I'm just gonna go over how the chams look. I think I do have a Rage config on right now. Okay, no, I just have TriggerBot on. But as you guys can see, I put TriggerBot on. Honestly, everything works fluent. The TriggerBot's very fast, and I think the Aimbot's actually pretty decent. I think, you know, some cheats might be a little smoother, but I mean, for Midnight, pretty nice. Just to sum it up, I believe Midnight's number 1 because it's just your overall best legit cheat on the market. I'm going to be moving over to number 2 in just a minute. Alrighty guys, now coming in at spot number 2, that is going to be Predator.Systems. Honestly, a lot of you guys are probably not expecting this, but Predator honestly is probably one of my favorites. If I were to, you know, legit cheat, I would honestly use Predator. The only downside is it doesn't have Bunny Hop, which is a bit unfortunate because I know a lot of you guys like Bunny Hop. I personally love Bunny Hop. But, you know, they don't offer it, unfortunately. But starting off with their aimbot here, I like how they categorize your aimbot settings. You have your global, which is basically everything, group, basically like group weapons, and your individual weapons as well. Let me just load in my normal config here. I'm going to load that one in, and then we're going to go to CT. Okay, starting off, you know, it just has your normal aimbot settings here. I mean, aimbot is aimbot. They do have pretty decent auto wall. I'll explain that in just a second. TriggerBot as well, they do offer that. Let's see here, player options here. They do offer the best chams I have seen in any legit cheat. I'm going to say that hands down. And, I mean, just look at them. They're fucking insane. You have, we'll go to enemies, and we'll go to chams. You can change the color here. You can also enable, like, your invisible option there, as you guys can see, unless you just want your regular. I think having invisible on looks cool when you see both colors. But my favorite is using the material black glow color. You can do, like, flat, for example, but that's just boring. Or you can do like metallic, as you guys can see. It's not terrible. Bloom, which is pretty bright. You have your bubble. Light glow, as you guys can see. And you go to dark or black glow, and you're just like, holy shit, dude, that looks crazy. Also, another thing I really love is that little kill effector, little lightning bolt. I do think that their aimbot is really smooth. It's definitely in the top 3. It works really well, actually. And honestly, I just love it because of the visuals. The only downside is the Bunny Hop, I'm going to be honest. And their skin changer is also pretty cool. With that being said, they do also offer night mode, as you guys can see, similar to Midnight. You can also change smoke colors as well. These are your kill or hit effects, as you guys can see here. They have a bunch of different ones as well. For example, you guys want to do a skull when you hit, as you guys can see, that little skull effect. They do also offer coins. There you go. And I think flowers as well. There you guys go. I'm going to turn that off because I like it for kill only. They do have your inventory changer, as you guys can see, similar to Midnight. Lastly, moving over to your settings here, they have a similar configuring system to Midnight. So basically, say I want to load up my Rage config. I'm going to just press load. You guys can also create a different config, or you can share it with this. It'll basically copy a link to your clipboard, send it to whoever you want to give it to, and they click it, and it basically has it in their configuring section here. You can also, you know, change your particles here on when you have the menu open. Only forgot to mention, as you guys can see, little particles. I think you should be able to see them. But yeah, I mean, this is my Rage config. I honestly really fucking love this config. It took me a while to make, actually. I'm not gonna lie. But it works great, and these visuals are crazy. Honestly, I spent a long time on these visuals. A little bit different from the legit config. I didn't make that config, to be honest with you. I also forgot to mention, Predator has really good auto wall. Compared to Midnight, I think it is actually a tad bit better. I actually did a full video raging with Predator. I will leave a link or a timestamp. Honestly, I'm probably just going to leave a card, so the video should pop up on the top right this way. I don't know why my camera's reversed. But honestly, that's going to be it for this cheat, and I'm going to be moving on to the next. Also, I did forget, while I am loading up the next cheat, if you guys do want to get any of the configs that I use in these videos, head over to my Discord. In order to get them, you do need the subscriber role, so you got to basically prove that you are a subscriber to my channel. Basically, you open up a ticket, send a screenshot, and I'll give you that role, and you guys can use my configs. Also, before getting to cheat number 3, I do apologize for the lighting behind me. It's not as good as it used to be, but the previous lights did actually cause binding on the camera, which is a little bit unfortunate. And the menu opening itself kind of gave it away, but spot number 3 is going to be meme sense. Personally, I don't really like how they have like an item tab just for like item ESP. Honestly, I think it's kind of pointless and it should just be combined in one section. They also don't have bunny hop, but I do gotta say, I think they do have the best trigger bot out of any cheat that I also have shown. Also, not to mention, their semi-rage isn't too bad. I think it's a little bit better than Midnight's, but I think in terms of semi-rage and rage, I think Predator tops all of them on the list. As you guys can see, this is my semi-rage config loaded. This is actually not my config. I should probably clear that up. But I think that their visuals are definitely not the best. I mean, out of all the other ones I've used, I personally like Cham's better than actual ESP. I think it looks a little bit better. I mean, this isn't bad, and I mean, it functions well, as you guys can see. It literally just works. And I do like how they have like your little chat logs on the left. It also helps so you guys can see who's trying to vote, kick you, and whatnot, which is pretty funny in game. I'm gonna load up a legit config to make it, you know, fair. As you guys can see, this is a legit config. You have a little FOV circle. I mean, and their aimbot is also really smooth. I mean, it could be a little bit snappy, but that is obviously how this config is set up. I mean, for the most part, it does work, and it works really well. Also, if I get my op out, I think that their trigger bot is also really powerful. I actually made a video about that. I think it's probably the best trigger bot out of any legit cheat I've used. But like I said, I mean, that is gonna conclude my top 3 cheats. Now, I mean, I did put it in an order, but that's my personal preference. If you guys think that, you know, one cheat's better than the other. But that's how I think that these cheats list in terms of top 3. And like I said, these are all under $10, and I think it's pretty cheap for most people to get into cheating if you haven't already. But like I said, I do have some more videos showcasing the cheats individually, showing off more gameplay. Like I said, this is just like a tier list almost, but without the tier list. So if you guys do want to see more of the cheats themselves, I will leave some videos down below, or they should be suggested on the right-hand side of the screen. That being said, if you guys do want to pick them up, link down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.